Are we good to go?
We're good.
All right. This is the Personnel Committee meeting on December 10th, 2019. We'll do a roll call.
Alder Dorf here.
Alder Corpus Dax, present.
Alder Kathy LaFave, present.
And Alder Galvin is present. I'm looking for a motion on the agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Yeah.
And that passes
Thank you
unanimously.
for doing that.
And has everyone had a chance to look at the minutes?
Move to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
And that passes unanimously. On to regular business. First one. Are we okay? Good? Okay.
Yep.
Consideration with possible action on a request to fill new position of legal assistant in the law department and all subsequent vacancies resulting from internal transfers. Staff.
So I know you guys had a chance to look at the fill request and the job description. Really what it comes down to is that CIVMAC's been doing our claims for the past couple of years on a trial basis for us. And the cost is about $60,000 a year, which is budgeted. And if we bring in this position, it'll be around $55,000. So I think so we'll save some money with that. And I also think the position will be able to help with other areas as well, not just claims. So we think it's a good idea to have this position in-house.
Any questions from committee?
No, probably because, we're getting bigger and there's a
money.
lot of issues, so
Well,
this really will help the
Yes,
department.
right.
We can do in-house,
That's
the better.
Right.
Yeah.
And as I've said before, I still think the law department is woefully understaffed.
Yep.
And I understand we've got constraints, but this is one way of, it's a step
Yes.
towards getting up to where they need to be. And if they can offer help on other things, more the better. So
Yes.
I'll entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, and that passes unanimously. Consideration with possible action request to restructure the Department of Public Works building maintenance function.
Do you have any questions on this? I know we had a memo in here.
Just, they've had a hard time filling it, and I looked at that work schedule, and that's awful. And I understand your hands are tied because you have to have someone there 24 hours a day, but that's awful. And obviously, money and benefits has not kept people in there. It doesn't keep them very long. Do we anticipate this will turn that around, or?
It has. I mean,
We've already started it?
We just started recruiting,
Okay,
and we've received 23 applicants.
okay.
Yeah, and we changed the schedule temporarily because we're down 2 individuals right now. I can't go into a whole lot of detail, but we
Right. Well,
temporarily
that's-
already put 2 individuals into a normal 8-hour rotation. They've been on call on the
Okay.
weekends, and it's working out well.
All right.
Okay.
All right, good, because I can't imagine someone working those hours and having a life outside of what they were working, so I'll entertain a motion on this if no one has any
Would-
questions.
I would move to approve. And they're happy with it, right? I guess I should say that.
Yeah.
They're happy with it. Okay.
Yes.
Move to approve.
I'll second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
And that passes unanimously. Consideration with possible action on a request by Alder Weary to discuss customer service standards and work expectations.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, did I skip one?
You did.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
He's trying to hurry up and get through
I was
here.
just testing you, Melanie. Well done.
I'm on the ball.
You're on it. To approve the contract between Employee Resource Center and the City of Green Bay for the Employee Assistance Program.
So we have a contract with Employee Resource Center. We've been contracted with them for some time now, and they handle all of our employee assistance programs. So this Excel spreadsheet shows that there's a savings in the first 2 years, and then the next 3 years are actually going to be even lower than what we're paying right now. So it's just going to continue that relationship with ERC to handle the EAP for our employees.
Any questions?
Savings is good.
I'll entertain a motion.
Make a motion to accept.
What?
Your turn, I said.
Well, you can make a motion if you want.
Make a motion.
You haven't done one yet. So moved.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, now we're on to number 4. Consideration with possible action on a request by Alder Weary to discuss customer service standards and work expectations of inspectors. Investigate the addition of evening and/or weekend inspection hours.
I don't know if you guys want to say anything. I did reach out to Alder Weary, and I think he was looking for just maybe an opinion from the department on how the hours are being run with other municipalities. And our understanding is that other municipalities have night or weekend hours. We think it'd be pretty tough to retain our employees if we're asking them to look at inspections late in the evening. It's dark out, it can be a safety hazard, so
In
we're.
the winter, right, you can't do it,
What you
yeah.
inspect, so.
Yeah.
If we pull the, yeah,
Okay,
sure, go ahead.
yeah, Cheryl has a presentation.
On the presentation, but I
I'm
have
not
some
really-
comments.
Been here 4 times,
Right?
so.
Okay,
No
so
pictures?
just
No
with
pictures.
regards to the extra hours for inspectors. We haven't received any requests for that service. So
Okay.
people haven't been asking us, gosh, I wish you work weekends or evenings, so we just want that for the record.
Okay.
We already do summer hours, so our inspectors are working during the more light time hours, later
Okay.
in the morning.
That's good.
We don't want inspectors working after dark, period.
Right.
No.
That for sure, we'd have to send 2 out, not just 1, and
Right.
it's a whole safety issue.
Exactly.
If we have inspectors working, we're gonna have supervisors working, so now we're talking overtime and increased costs for that service. If it's needed, we do it. So there are some inspections, like light inspections that need to be done when it's dark, for example. And if someone requests that after our meeting, we do that, so that's not like, no,
Okay.
we never ever do it.
Okay.
And then we just think that recruitment would be horrible if we had to fill an inspector position that was working nights and weekends.
Yeah.
From our experience from talking to other municipalities, we did call Oshkosh, Appleton, and De Pere, standard hours, Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Village of Howard actually does a 4 9s and a 4, Monday through Friday, no weekends or evening. And then Bellevue does Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30. So the surrounding communities work those standard hours as well. So based on that, we would not be in favor of like those weekend or evening hours for
Cheryl,
inspectors.
maybe you should maybe you should bring that up at the city council, let all aldermen know that if somebody requests something, that,
An offer.
Right.
they can get the time, yeah.
Right, yes.
That they can get something.
Yep,
So I
we
think
do
that's a
that, we
better
do
way to
one-offs all
run
the
the
time.
department too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
Is Alder Weary, and Randy's not here, but you've probably talked to him, I would imagine?
No.
No?
we've just covered,
Because I'm just wondering if he's talking about inspection violation type things, or is he talking about, I built a house and I need to get it inspected to get it certified?
we do not know, and I'm not quite sure what the customer service comments are. I mean, we had the lengthy discussion at council at the last meeting, I think, covering,
This was, I
A
think,
lot of
this
things,
was
so I'm
brought
not
up
sure if
before, and I
that's-
wonder if this is just another one, we're still pushing it back, his request, still coming.
We aren't
I don't
pushing
know.
it back. He has not come here to.
Right, but he works till 4:30, yeah.
But,
So I know.
but in the last few times, it's because they changed their meetings, and so then he's up in improvement services.
Yeah, that
So-
too, yeah.
I would like to just receive and place on
All
file.
right, does anyone
I
have any
think-
more
I think-
questions?
any
for
questions
Cheryl?
for me?
No, I think it's.
Okay, cool, thank you.
All right,
Yeah.
receive and
Receive,
place on
place on
file,
file.
have a second?
Yes, second.
Second, all those in favor?
Aye.
All right, that's been taken care of.
All right.
Consideration with possible action by Alder Weary to explore partnering or joining the state of Wisconsin for health insurance. And I called you about this too, Joe, so.
Yeah, I think you did. So I did email Alder Weary and let him know that, M3 in the city, we're gonna be looking at, our third-party administrator and other costs and looking at how to reduce our costs from the third-party administrator perspective. And there are some concerns using the state fund. I believe there's an opt-in, opt-out situation where you do an evaluation with them and they give you the rates of what the premiums would be and the cost for the employees. And if you do not opt in, you are locked out 3 years from ever applying again to the state.
As a municipality.
Yep, that's correct.
So if we apply but don't opt in,
I think we're locked up for 3 years
3 years.
for going through the process again. If we do opt in, then I think it's a 3-year agreement, and then if we want to leave, we can't take any of our data with us if we want to negotiate a different rate with someone else. So it's really kind of.
You cannot take it, you said?
You cannot.
Oh, what the
Wow.
heck?
So we did bring
That
that up
doesn't sound
with the
like a
ethics
good
committee,
trade-off.
and they were kind of like, maybe it's not the right thing to do, but the cost is about $3,000. I mean, we can go forward with the process, we can do that. It might be good just to know where we're at, just to
well,
see. and-
it'd be interesting to see the rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting calls from one of the units, and I think Chris got calls from another unit. And so I think it would behoove us to, let's do a comparison, and then we can go to the different units and say, hey, this is what we're looking at, and this is what the state would be. You guys chew on it. I mean, because if all the units said, hey, let's go for this,
Mhm.
and it looks like it could be at least even or savings for us, then we should at least consider it.
Yeah, I have no problem looking into it, and M3 will help us with gathering that information, and then we'll also be looking at other private organizations as well to reduce our costs.
Okay.
Okay,
Or at least, I should say, to at least see if our costs are where we should be with the market.
right,
Because we haven't
Right.
done that for some time.
Okay.
yeah, okay. Yeah, sounds good.
What'd you like, what'd you like here?
Are you
Like,
gonna
we're
get
gonna
back to us on it,
explore?
let us know what you find out?
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna take us probably the first half of the year.
Just a
Right.
motion.
So approve it? Approve the
A
explanation?
motion just to have staff, what,
Yeah,
look
that's
into
fine.
it?
Motion
or-
to have staff look into
Look
it.
into it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
so.
Mhm.
Okay, I'll make that motion.
Motion, second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. All right. Consideration with possible action, the request to approve the collective bargaining agreement with the City of Green Bay firefighters Local 141 upon expiration of the current agreement for a 4-year term, January 1, 2020 through December 31st, 2023, subject to firefighter union ratification.
Do you want to go into closed session?
Well, here's a question I could ask just before.
Okay,
It's
that's
up to you guys.
Have they agreed to what we were discussing at council?
Yeah, so informally, we've talked to them, this is a tentative agreement that they've said they're okay with what's proposed to the Personnel Committee and the Common Council. They said they're good to go with that, and they feel pretty confident that the union will vote and approve it at the end of December.
We're talking about some.
I'm talking about the whole
change.
agreement.
The change that we,
Yeah, that too. So, I mean,
Do you want to go into
So-
closed
Yeah,
session?
let's go to
Just
closed
the
session.
well, I mean, yeah, if we can't
Yeah.
talk about the change out
Yeah.
loud, can we talk
well,
about
I think we
change
can
out
talk about in closed session what we talked about in bargaining. Like, yeah, we can do that.
All right, let's go
Okay.
into
Yeah,
closed
so
session.
quickly.
All right, then I'll move to go into closed session.
Motion to go in second,
And
all those in
I'll-
favor?
oh, wait, do I have to
Nope.
read the
Yeah, you
thing?
gotta read it.
Okay.
Second.
The committee
second.
can,
She did. She did.
She did.
She did.
That one over there.
She
She
did.
did.
one of the three
The one in
sheets.
black.
Consider, okay, the committee may convene closed session pursuant to section 19.851E Wisconsin statutes for the purposes of deliberating or negotiating public employee contracts for competitive or bargaining reasons. The committee may thereafter reconvene in open session pursuant to section 1985 sub 2 Wisconsin statute to report the results of the closed session and consider the balance of the agenda. All those in favor?
All those- Aye.
Aye.
That passes unanimously. We are now closed. Oh, this is listed as a liberal on that llama thing.
I saw that.
Oh, my
Oh, we're
God.
recording.
We're back
Oh,
now.
we're back.
Yeah.
Don't worry about
recording.
the llama. Most of, you know,
Okay,
I found
so we're recording.
Okay, so now we're back in open session. I'll entertain a motion, reference item number 6.
Okay, I'd like to move to approve the collective bargaining agreement with the City of Green Bay firefighters, Local 141. It's upon expiration of the
I have
current
a
agreement.
second? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
That passes unanimously. All right, and the final one, number 7, consideration with possible action on a request to approve wage agreement between the City of Green Bay and International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, IBEW, Local 158, with a 2% general salary increase effective with the start of the pay period in which October 1st, 2019 occurs. Staff?
So we do have some labor unions for DPW. We have the electricians and the laborers, and then we also have the laborers for the parks, and they have limited rights to bargain. And so this contract is really approving the 2% increase that they received in 2019 of October. And then we'll be meeting with them shortly, I think this month, to try and approve the 2020 agreement for a 2% increase, and I'll be doing that with the other 2 union groups as well.
All right.
Okay. Move to approve.
Second?
Oh, should I say nay?
Well, after we get a second.
Okay,
We need a second. Somebody
Second.
needs a second.
okay, then you have to say nay.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
They didn't.
None are opposed. All right. On to report of routine personnel action for regular employees. Does anyone have any questions for staff on this?
Do you have a report?
I think there's a report attached.
I mean, there's a report. in
Oh,
there,
yeah.
but-
Yeah, there's
Okay.
promotions
Additional?
and grade step changes and end of employment.
I don't have anything.
Where are the captains?
Oh, Steve Scully retired.
Did he?
Yeah,
Oh, I like him.
yeah.
12/20.
What's that?
12/20.
Oh, he's
Oh,
not
not
retired
retired
yet.
He-
We still, they're still hoping to get an invitation to his party.
I can call and complain on him. Let me see, 12:20. Oh,
Diana.
yeah, yeah.
Are we meeting on the 14th? Do you know if that's right or not?
I think that council has changed their meeting to the 14th now, that's what Celace's latest agenda is then. I'm thinking,
The 7th
yeah, probably the 7th, or the 24th is what they're suggesting.
of December?
No, I'm sorry, January. They're saying the 1st and the 4th of January is when you maybe should have committee meetings. Because they moved council to the second Tuesday of the January, 14th.
Okay.
When is somebody going to tell us about all the, I mean, I heard rumors about changing the dates.
Well, I
Even that
haven't
there was going to be
any.
Thursdays? Is this true?
I will follow up with Celestine, because I think it was sent out to senior staff, and it was sent out to the recording secretaries when the agenda is, but I think they should also be sharing the council agenda with council.
Be nice.
I will follow up with Celestine if there's any reason
So
why.
I think
All
we're
right,
gonna
so the
have to.
7th?
I think we're gonna have to look at when the date is for the meeting.
Right.
I'm not sure what it is at this point.
The
So the next
7th.
personnel.
Okay, so the next personnel finance could potentially be on the 7th.
I think it's going, you know why I think it's going to be? Because there aren't going to be any committee meetings the week of Christmas, so we couldn't have a council meeting. But in order to have a council meeting the 14th, we have to have committee meetings. So
Right.
I'm almost sure we're going to have it on the 7th.
So if we never had another
tentatively.
committee meeting, we'd never
Never
have
have
any more
another
council
council
meetings.
meeting. That would be it.
Ooh.
Well, one thing though, the last common council
Yep.
meeting we had did not have a lot of the standing committee.
Right.
meetings.
Yep. Right.
So I wasn't sure if there might be some other committees meeting or commissions meeting where we wouldn't have to meet on the 7th, but I think
Don't
we
we
will
have
be meeting on
those,
the 7th.
one of that big closed session one?
Yeah,
that
Is
big-
that the,
I agree. Yeah,
would that be
that
the
was-
one that we should be ready for then, on the 7th?
yes, I believe so.
Because we're going to kind of devote a whole, almost a whole meeting. to that.
Actually, if I remember correctly, we're only going to be voting on whether the interaction between.
The audio?
The audio.
The audio.
The audio. of the
So one thing
meeting.
is, I mean, because I'm one party, I don't have an ex parte communications, but our briefs are due this Friday, and then I think the law department will get that information to you and advise you where to go.
Okay,
All right. Good times.
So we're possibly meeting on the 7th?
I'm going to put
Possible.
possible.
All right. I will-
There's a meeting on the 7th.
I will cancel my
You liberal. Okay.
Yes.
Bill, you forgot E.
Public hearings? Public
Public
Oh,
hearings.
yeah, there's no
Yeah,
public
we don't have
hearing.
any public hearings.
All right.
Oh,
I
no.
will
All right.
entertain a motion
Move
for
to
adjournment.
adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Darn, no nays.
No, not to adjourn.
Not to adjourn.
Well, I suppose they should go upstairs.
What's going on upstairs?
Improvement services,
Oh, it is, yeah.
which is
Park
more
was
interesting.
canceled.